Thanks for joining Earth Radio. Today we have Lark Davis discussing why we may be nearing the end of an opportunity to buy Bitcoin under $50,000. If you like our summary videos, check out the Earth experiment at earth.io.
There is a decent chance that the current Bitcoin correction plays out in a similar fashion to the one that happened around $42,000. That's nothing to be scared of, right? This is a chance to accumulate more Bitcoin. It's a buying opportunity. So you can see on the chart here that after $42,000, we had a big dip, that there was a relief rally. I think we might be seeing a similar situation right now. After 58K, there was a big dip. We're going to have a relief rally up to 54, 55K, and probably then another price drop. Now, if we get that drop, then it's likely going to be one of the actual last dips under 50K if, of course, the historical trends for Bitcoin and the market cycles that it go through tend to hold true. This current market correction for Bitcoin could last a few weeks before we actually break out of the downtrend where we have to cross above that green line on the top here before we consider ourselves out of the downtrend. It could take a little bit of time for that to happen. And of course, it could take a few weeks after we break the downtrend to see Bitcoin actually hitting a new high. Key areas of interest for dip buyers are just in between $44,000 and $45,000 and just above the previous $42,000 peak, maybe around $42,500 for dip buying. We also need to factor in the simple reality of the new market structure. Due to the entry of these big money players that we see coming in, they are bringing in a new approach to investing in this asset class. The big corporations buying Bitcoin right now, they're not buying it for a quick flip. They're buying Bitcoin as a strategic long-term asset. What they are doing, they are buying and removing supply from the market. They're not planning on selling it, at a 10% gain or something like that. These guys are probably taking multi-year time frames here. And with $10 trillion in cash sitting in corporate treasuries, there is a lot more money to enter this market, especially considering the 99.9% of institutions still have zero exposure to Bitcoin. And that 5% of corporations have stated that they are planning to buy Bitcoin this year. They're buying and removing it from the market to control it. This buying pressure from public and private companies, from hedge funds and asset managers and billionaires, millionaires and family offices and pensions and endowments and just all this stuff, trillions upon trillions worth of money here coming into the market. Even a few percent of the tens of trillions that these groups and institutions represent will create a massive just price spike for Bitcoin. The eventual floor for Bitcoin probably going to be over 6 digits. We will look back on the days of Bitcoin under $50,000 with the same kind of nostalgia that we now look back on Bitcoin under $10,000. The good old times when Bitcoin was cheap.